Welcome to Auto Exclusive and another one of our exciting head-to-head videos. Today, we're pitting two of the most popular SUVs on the market against each other, the Toyota RAV4 and the Honda CR-V, to see which one is the best SUV for seniors. Which one will win? Let's find out. The first category on our list is the exterior category, and we'll start with the CR-V. The Honda CR-V was fully redesigned for the 2023 model year, and there's no question, it's a great-looking SUV, achieving a rare balance between refinement and sportiness. While the RAV4 was last fully redesigned back in 2019 and is also a great-looking SUV, which is, in part, why it's the best-selling SUV on the market. However, it doesn't go for the refined look that the CR-V goes for. Instead, aims for a more bold, rugged look. The appearance of each vehicle has its own merits, but the CR-V does offer one thing that may appeal to seniors that the RAV4 does not, and that's a capless fuel tank, which is appealing to seniors with reduced hand strength. This is a tough call, but overall, we think more seniors would probably lean towards the looks of the CR-V and be attracted to the capless fuel tank. So, winner, Honda CR-V. For our next category, we're going to move from the outside to the inside and look at the interiors of each vehicle. Let's start with what each SUV has in common. First, the cabins of both vehicles are relatively easy to enter and exit and offer generous passenger space for their vehicle class in both the front and back rows. Both vehicles also offer attractive, comfortable, and modern cabins that most seniors will appreciate and enjoy. But beyond that, there are some differences. For instance, seniors will enjoy the convenience of push-button start across all trim levels in the CR-V, while the RAV4 only offers it on higher trim levels. Overall, we feel that the interior of the CR-V is probably more to the liking of seniors than the interior of the RAV4. Although it's not exactly a blowout, we can't call it a close call either. Winner, Honda CR-V. Seniors appreciate infotainment systems as much as anybody else, especially for navigation. An easy-to-use system with a large screen is a combination that is hard to beat. Fortunately for seniors, both the RAV4 and CR-V offer relatively easy-to-use infotainment systems with sizable displays. The CR-V offers a standard 7-inch display that bumps up to 9 inches on higher trim levels. Although Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across all trim levels, seniors will only be able to enjoy the convenience of wireless connectivity on higher trim levels. The RAV4, on the other hand, comes standard with an 8-inch display that jumps to a very sizable 10.5 inches on higher trim levels. Unlike the CR-V, the RAV4 offers wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto across all trim levels. This is not going to be a hard call. The larger screen and standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto clearly make the infotainment system in the RAV4 more appealing. Winner, Toyota RAV4. Seniors utilize the cargo space in SUVs just like anyone else, so this is an important category to seniors, and between these two SUVs, there's one clear winner. We'll start with the available cargo space behind the front row. The CR-V offers a total of 76.5 cubic feet behind the front seats, while the RAV4 offers just 69.8, a difference of 6.7 cubic feet or nearly 10%. Behind the rear seats, however, is probably more important as this is the configuration that is most commonly used. And again, the CR-V comes out on top with 39.3 cubic feet versus 37.5 in the RAV4. This is a much smaller difference of just 1.8 cubic feet or about 5%. With more space in both configurations, it's clear who the winner is. Honda CR-V. No one wants to drive a wimpy car, including seniors. Seniors, just like anyone else, almost always prefer more power and better acceleration. And between these two SUVs, there's one that clearly has more power. Both the CR-V and RAV4 are available in a gas-only version as well as a hybrid model, so we'll start with the gas-only models. The gas-only CR-V is only available with an inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 190 horsepower and is paired with a CVT transmission and comes standard as front-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is available as an upgrade. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine found in the RAV4, however, is more powerful as it offers 203 horsepower and is mated with an 8-speed automatic transmission. As with the CR-V, front-wheel drive is standard with the gas-only model, but all-wheel drive is available as an upgrade. Moving over to the hybrid models, both vehicles offer more power, as the CR-V hybrid jumps up to 204 horsepower, while the RAV4 hybrid bumps up to 219. Beyond more horsepower, there's another key difference, which is that all-wheel drive is standard on the RAV4 hybrid, but it's optional on the base model CR-V hybrid. Between more power in both the gas-only and hybrid models and standard all-wheel drive on the RAV4 hybrid, it's clear who the winner is: Toyota RAV4. With gas prices as high as they are, and many seniors living on a fixed income, fuel economy is more important than ever. We'll start again with the gas-powered models. The gas-powered RAV4 offers 27 miles per gallon in the city, 35 on the highway, and 30 overall, while the gas-powered CR-V comes in at slightly more in the city at 28 miles per gallon and slightly less on the highway at 34, resulting in an identical combined fuel efficiency of 30 miles per gallon as the RAV4. As you would expect, fuel economy on the hybrid models jumps considerably, with the RAV4 hybrid seeing up to 41 miles per gallon in the city, 38 on the highway, and 39 overall, while the CR-V hybrid comes in as high as 43 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 40 miles per gallon overall. With the gas-only models being rated the same, and the hybrids only being apart by 1 mile per gallon overall, we think it would be splitting hairs too much to call a winner. Therefore, we have a tie. In our next category, ride and comfort, there's not a lot separating these two vehicles, as seniors will find that each vehicle offers great visibility as well as a smooth, comfortable ride, as each vehicle's suspension handles the bumps and shocks along the road well. In addition, although not perfect, engine and road noise is kept to a minimum in each vehicle, making the cabin relatively quiet and peaceful. There's nothing to latch on to here, so that we can declare a winner. We hate to do this again, but we're going to call this category a tie. One category that seniors care deeply about is safety and reliability, and fortunately both vehicles are solid here too. But unlike the last two categories, there will be a winner. Although both the CR-V and RAV4 received high ratings from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the CR-V did receive a higher designation of Top Safety Pick Plus, unlike the RAV4, which received just a Top Safety Pick designation. As for advanced safety features, both SUVs have tons of standard safety features, with very few held back as optional upgrades. As for reliability, we turn to Consumer Reports, which ranks both the RAV4 and the CR-V as more reliable than the average new car. Since both vehicles rate the same in reliability, the CR-V, with the higher safety rating from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, takes this category. Winner: Honda CR-V. We're down to our final category, price, which to many seniors is crucial as they live on a fixed income. In this category, there's a clear winner because each vehicle has an entirely different pricing approach than the other. The pricing approach to the RAV4 is to offer a base model with an aggressive starting price of $28,475, and then offer a variety of trim levels and options packages so the consumer can choose what they want and don't want. The downside, however, is that it also becomes more complicated. The Honda CR-V, on the other hand, takes a different approach. There are only 3 trim levels to choose from for both the gas-only and hybrid models, with the least expensive starting at $29,500. This puts the CR-V at a starting price of over $1,000 higher than the RAV4, and we have to note, buyers of the base hybrid model will have to pay an extra $1,500 to get all-wheel drive, which comes standard on the RAV4 hybrid. Using just the starting price to compare these two vehicles, it's clear who the winner is: the Toyota RAV4. Okay, it's that time where we add up the wins and the losses and see which SUV comes out on top. So we had 2 ties, the first being in the fuel economy category and the other in the ride and comfort category. The Toyota RAV4 won 3 categories, including the Infotainment, Powertrain, and Price categories, while the CR-V won the exterior, interior, cargo space, and safety and reliability categories for a total of 4. Therefore, we have a winner, the Honda CR-V. Congratulations to Honda on the win. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.